And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. Gang, what's the deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back cracking with another reaction, man. So, hey, man, this was just very interesting to me. Shout out to Street TV, Straight Politicking, Munchie Beat, Spider Loke, man. Dope segment. I kind of, it's like a heads and tails, man. So we got Timmy Roof forgive his brother Mob James for snitching on him, man. That's a hard no for me. You see what I'm saying? When I grew up, I was always taught by my brothers, if you snitch, you down bad. We want nothing to do with you. Everybody in my family get that talk. Like, we don't tell, we let the police handle their candle and do their job. But the moment we get to that point, we got to tell and shit, tuck our tail and all that, don't ever come around, don't ever show your face. If not, you better be willing to meet your maker. With that being said, let's get into it. Shout out to Alex, man. Dope topic, dope video, dope reaction. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Clips. Now, Art of the Dialogue, he just dropped part one. Part one is about 16 minutes. We ain't gonna listen to the whole 16 minutes, but I got about four short clips. And let's start with clip number 1.
Dead on you. If you don't mind me asking, can you give me a detailed account of everything that took place from your point of view?
Okay, briefly, I had an episode with my son. My son must have talked to my brother about it. My brother called the police. He always said he didn't do it, but through the court, everything that comes out.
He talking about Bob James.
To set it straight, for my brother said in one of his interviews that he came to court for my mother. That's not true. He came to court for the district attorney, not for my attorney. So with that being said is, yeah, my brother had me sitting in jail, and my message to my brother is, I ain't mad at you. I still love you. And I got a nice hug for you, man. Just what my mother told me to give you.
Wow. Let me just say this. Off the backboard, though, man. That's some strong love, bro. It ain't too many family members out here that can forgive like that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, that's a hard pass for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to move the goalposts and act like I can't, like I could just forget that, bro. Anytime you take me away from my family, my kids, you know what I'm saying, my life, yeah, bro, I'm not letting that go. That's out. But hey, a brother's love is a brother's love, man. We can't judge anybody, gang. Let's go.
That she came to me in my dreams and told me, give my brother a hug, and that's what I'm gonna do. I love you, James, but you wasn't right.
Okay, that's the first clip.
It get deeper if you to the clip.
Yeah, I was actually at their mom's funeral.
Oh, you were?
I believe that was in 2018.
Bless her heart, bless her soul.
Yeah, and what y'all think about that? I like the fact that he's willing to water under the bridge, but you got to apologize and you got to keep it real, James. That's what Timmy's saying, right?
That's brotherhood.
But this the third example we got to talk about what my mama made me do and going to court. You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
Oh, that's a trip, huh? You're right.
But I'm just, man, I'm just not with that. It should really be colorblind when it comes to these hookah politics.
I'm gonna say it's a second example because there's only 2 adults.
2 adults.
What you mean?
Oh no! Once you become a gang member, you emancipated.
That's what I'm saying. I think the third person was prior to his saying he was a gang member.
No. He was from where he's from, and he was getting busted on by his ops. That's why he. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out of that one.
Yeah. Crip attorney.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. See, I see you finally doing something that seemed like kind of like not being biased. So I'm gonna give you a pass. Don't do that.
No,
That's the homie.
I go for anybody, bro. Snitches take.
All right, so let me make sure I'm clear, y'all. It's 2024, man. I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, gang members politicking on other people. Listen, listen. Once it hits the internet, bro, anybody can speak on it. I don't care where hood you from, none of that, because a lot of y'all just got this idea that once it hit the internet, you can't speak on it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to it, nigga, for doing it. So listen, bro, y'all gotta wake up, man. Shout out to Spotterlo, Munchie B, man. They setting the tone for this, man. Hey, listen, once it hit the internet, you can respond and have an opinion about anything you want to. Now, if it's some politics and it ain't on the internet and you speaking on it, you out of line. Straight like that. But with that being said, man, let's get it, man. Munchie B, yeah, you got some good insight, man. But hey, y'all gel together good. You and Spotterlo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all really gel together really good, homie. The way y'all in and out, and then Alex, hey man, you the coach for that team over there, man. Keep doing your thing, gang. Let's go.
Hey, take kids separate from fathers and away from their kids, bro. Gotta let the police do their job.
Right.
Hey, but Timmy referenced an interview that James previously gave, where I remember this interview where James was saying, "Oh, I was there helping. I was helping my brother. I got my brother off."
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, and then there's
Free
another.
TC.
I was helping my brother. If it wasn't for me, Timmy would be in prison right now.
Bro, they don't sound familiar?
Hold on.
Free TC from Avalon. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, we was on the wrong page when I said we talking about he was a kid though, Bar. We go back to that.
Yeah, you feel me? You catch
Bosco.
No, because I had
About
I'm
Bosco.
talking about we might not be talking the same.
You know who I'm talking about now, bro.
I'm talking about Tip Harris, and I was talking about
Oh, okay. Say less. That's three. That's three. My bad.
Badass, and I was talking about
Yeah, your three valid.
I wasn't talking about.
Okay, yeah, we ain't gotta do that. Yeah.
I said
It is interesting
Bosco.
that there's a pattern that these guys say all the time.
My mama made me tell. That's Bosco, nigga. Y'all remember? He grew up in a good home. He was hanging with them street guys. He didn't grow up like that. Yeah, nigga. You thought I was gonna let that shit go? Yeah, nigga. You still in that same pot too, gang. Let's go. My mama made me do it.
When they get caught up in doing what they did.
Yep. Tip said, "I feel mama. I had to." The other boy, "I had to worm mama."
Mm-hmm.
And then this boy saying,
"Yeah, this one." I wasn't talking about.
Yeah, I got you. My bad.
Mix up.
All right, let's get clip number 2 of Timmy Rue.
I had an altercation with my son. I guess my brother felt like, I shouldn't have whooped my son ass or whatever. Call the police on me. Next thing you know, I'm facing the deal was for 16 years, and at the beginning I was wondering, like, where is this coming from? So when you have a paid attorney, your paid attorney is going to tell you, it's all in the paperwork too, where a judge kicked James out the court and told him who he was. You know what I mean? That was some cold shit, man, but that was the day that hurt me. Man,
the detail to that story is way more detailed.
Hey, that laugh, it's the laugh for me.
But if you know what the judge really said to James to get him out the court, it'll blow your mind.
Okay, so I think this is an important part of the story because James McDonald, he felt that he needed to intervene because he felt his nephew was getting beat too severely or getting excessively beat, as Timmy was disciplining his son.
That's when you jump in swinging.
Right. Right. Great minds think alike. You should have got on your little brother.
Your little brother.
Physically. You know what I'm saying?
Just stop it. Or here's what I think could have happened. It could have already happened and James wasn't there. And then he saw the results of it and decided to report it. I believe that might have been.
It's a young, active nigga with some strength telling me, nigga, I'm Mob James' nephew. That might be Timmy's son. Is that your son, Timmy? Oh, my mama, because Timmy told me the reason why, after he went on no jumper with the boy, he didn't realize it was all boo-boo until one of his sons brought it to his attention. So I really wonder which one of Mob James' nephews that was out there at Melody. Was you Timmy's son or was you Country's son?
Now, if you paid attention to James' history, he talks about being excessively beat by his dad multiple times. So you know that this had to play a role in him witnessing his nephew being beat. Now, we don't know how severe this was, but I'm gonna sit here.
I gotta intervene, man. Like, especially when you growing up with brothers and siblings, what's the number one thing your mama always tell you? Stop snitching. Hey, you don't tell on your brother. You see what I'm saying? Like, you had plenty of opportunity, bro, to go over there. Even if it was after the fact, you pull up over there. Hey, come on, Timmy, take off your shirt. You ain't gonna be whooping on my nephew like that, man. And you could have handled it like that, square business. But no, you decide to call the police, even if it was after the fact. You had no business calling the police. You could have ran that fair one with your brother. If you was there when it happened, you could have ran that fair one with your brother. Even after the fact, you could have ran that with your brother, and it would have made amends. That's your little brother. Unless you were scared of your little brother at the time, you didn't want to get your face punched in by your little brother. I get it. But nah, bro, that was Mob James, man. You've been telling for a long time now. Don't get it wrong. Now, everybody want to make sure that it's known that Mob James was a stepper in his time. That's cool. But let me just tell you something about being a stepper. You can't be a stepper forever. At some point in time, you'll get old. You see what I'm saying? Dialysis, wheelchair, crutches, all that. Young man, and send you to the to this gate singing, man. Stop playing. Let's go.
Here and say, look, he who spares the rod does not love his child.
Expose it.
Right? And
That's biblical.
Yes, very biblical. And I've come very close.
What do that mean, bro?
That means you got to discipline. You have to discipline your son using corporal punishment.
Or else you're not going to be able to handle him in the long run.
Now, there's a school of thought that says corporal punishment is bad.
And I am of that.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I tend to think that the only time we beat human beings into submission is in slavery, and we do it to animals as well. I don't know any other format of life where humans are beaten into understanding. That's to me, that's animalistic.
Well, you're using the word beaten now.
Well, physically harmed with pain, injury to cause you to react correctly. Every other format, even in the military, where people become extremely disciplined, it's a verbal command. It's not through physical threat. And we get the most discipline. So go ahead, please.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Go ahead, please do.
When you're raising a child from babyhood, like when they're crawling,
yes,
if they're not to touch this pen, they want to touch the pen, the way you teach them to not touch the pen and put it in their mouth is some sort of physical, we call it spanking.
Before they are intellectually enough to understand, hey, this is right and this is wrong. All they know is I do this, and only way you can understand a consequence is if you apply one.
Yeah,
that's wrong. But once they can talk back to you and you can talk to them and you can start to reason with them, you stop beating human beings into compliance.
I agree. But what is that age of cutoff?
You think about when you can start corresponding with your children, 3 years old. You start being able to talk to them around 4. People get beat into their teenage years.
Hey, there is a cutoff. There is a cutoff time to where corporal punishment no longer is effective.
We don't tip.
Well, let's be accurate at this point. In 2024, it is definitely illegal for you to put your hands on a child, a minor, in any shape or form. You can't. It ain't no more, putting your hands on the kid. You know what I'm saying? Now, as an infant, nobody's gonna know, because that baby, if he keep knocking over stuff, you like, don't do it. Where you gonna go? You go crawl to the police station. Google got. Nah, he ain't doing all that. So, once again, once that child becomes verbal and can articulate words to describe how they feel or an incident that occurred in regards to them, they singing like Jodeci now. So ain't no putting your hands on no kids, man. So it's illegal. Let's go.
Simply beat babies, we kind of pop them and spank them because we can't talk to them that well. And we can show them, no.
But even a 4 or 5 or 6-year-old, you got to tap them. You got to hit them.
There's no hard line. So there is a level. You don't beat on 11-year-olds. Okay, 12-year-olds you don't hit.
Okay. So how old was Timmy Ruth's son? I wonder.
We don't know.
We don't know. Oh,
we don't
speculation.
Know. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's one question that I was hoping that Art of, I don't know, is his name Art? Because in the interview, Timmy Rue was calling him Michael.
I've been on other people. I thought his name was Art because people started calling him Art. I'm not sure either. I thought that was the name of the platform at first.
That was a question I was like hoping. That's the next question. I hope he asked the next.
Mhm.
I want to know the age of this nephew, this son.
Right.
Before we go to the next clip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, some of these sons is bigger than their dads, and you know what I'm saying?
Nephews too. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know Marvin Gaye whipped his dad ass and he killed him after that. So ain't nobody just go volunteer to get their ass whipped by their son.
Do we even know if Marvin won or did he just challenge?
No. He whooped him.
Oh,
He whooped him. But see, that's why I would know. I would like to know how old this son is, and is he?
Well, we could always just call Timmy and find out.
Okay.
But back to the corporal punishment thing. When you have, let's say, a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old that's being disrespectful, I think sometimes you just got to put the smack down.
so what?
You know?
Why do you feel like the smack is more effective than him standing way in the corner in the backyard with his hands out?
Because that's not a punishment that will correct the disrespect.
But it's more indicative of what the world has available for you. A cell, it's very small, where you're going to be isolated and not. That's basically what reality really has to offer. If you get out here and start showing your ass breaking these laws, the most common consequence we're trying to save our kids from outside of dying is being incarcerated.
I agree with Alex, bro.
There's no problem with you. I'm not surprised you agree with Alex.
No, because my mom, she got 3 kids, and she like, I treat y'all all differently but equally. She could deal with this brother, but she ain't got to do this with him. She could probably just give him a verbal lashing versus hands-on. You know what I'm saying? Because jail, that's
so why would you agree with Alex? Because he just prescribed that it should be whoopings.
it depends. It's kid to kid basis.
That's what I said, though.
No, but you say you completely against it.
You did say you were against
Personally.
corporal punishment.
Yeah, you personally you. But I'm
I
saying
said up into an age.
and then I don't think jail is a good example because I never learned a lesson by going to jail.
You going back? Are you eager to go back?
I've been back.
Are you eager to go back?
No,
Is it based upon experience?
I like freedom.
Thank you. So and you don't versus what you experienced incarcerated.
It's just I like freedom.
Yeah, never agree to what the sense I'm making.
No.
You would
Like,
choose what the freedom you experiencing
I
now
like-
over the incarceration
I
that
like
you
to use the
experienced.
bathroom when I want to. I like to eat when I want to. I like to have
all
sex
that is
with women.
wrapped up in. He
So
would
here-
prefer being free over incarcerated
Here's the question.
based on experience.
Are you
That
more,
never kept me out of jail though.
are you more likely to take penitentiary chances as you've experienced life in the penitentiary? And most people, as they get older, will say, "Nah, I'm not willing to take that chance
That's the
anymore."
natural progression,
Yeah.
even though our first taste doesn't necessarily turn us off. So we can still be just eager a couple of times early on.
Well, the first taste for you and your circle don't turn you on, but there are squares that catch cases
Of
young,
course.
and they're like, "That's the last time I'm ever
I
going
might,
to
be
jail."
I might be looking at one, but I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? Not as square, but turned to square after he realized. But there are some that don't quite get they don't get it that quick. You got to, some people have to get exhausted with gelling and finally
Hey,
get
that was
like,
a shot.
whoa, I'm 10, 15.
SBI, I caught that shot. You shot at Alex. Y'all, low key, they be busting at each other. I think it's all fair game with them, but you can tell how you can see the dynamic between Munchie B and Spider. Like they both, articulate. They can use their words very good. They can describe. They have good verbiage. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to, comprehend and relay dialogue. So. Yeah, it be some lip wrestling going on up in here, man. But I caught that shot, Spider. Nigga bust that Alex like, bah! Let's go.
10 years behind. This is a cycle, and then it kicks in. Some people don't get it in that first couple of 3 years. You catch 3 years, catch 4 years. You get so caught up in your cycle with gang banging, that shit could blow. 10 years could blow by before you realize you threw away a decade.
But I do agree that at a certain age, you have to stop that form of discipline. My youngest son in 2020 was real disrespectful. COVID just hit.
How old is he now?
I'm trying to let's see. He's 18 now, so it would have been 14. He was so disrespectful. I was about to give him the worst beating that I've ever administered, but I said to myself, "Damn, I don't know. He's 14. Do I do this or do I don't?" Normally, I talk to my dad. My dad, rest in peace, 2015. So I called my uncle, the next relative I have that's a father figure, and he's a Christian, he's a preacher, he's all with the the hidden spanking.
Mm-hmm.
But he told me, use discernment. You don't have to utilize it every time. And because he's 14 and he's bigger, he's not little, it might not be necessary. Have the conversation first. And then if the disrespect continues, then maybe go there. And I thought about it. I never gave my son that beating.
I'm glad.
But I do agree that corporal punishment, there is a place for corporal punishment.
I agree too.
In disciplining children
I think it's
up to a certain age.
I think it's far more rare than we utilize it though. But go ahead.
Yeah. But I didn't do it. I feel good that I didn't do it. I'm glad my uncle gave me some good advice. I wonder if my dad would have gave me the same
He's
advice.
one of the two sons that I know.
Yes.
You did a great decision, Alex. I'm glad you got beyond that point without getting deep off in their ass. You got good boys, bro.
But did the disrespect ever arrive again?
Well, the disrespect did go down, but there are even times now as an 18-year-old that he is, I'm like, yo, that's not cool.
But they're not disrespecting the man that you present to the world. That's their comfort level. You cuddle them. So it's a balance. You didn't cuddle these niggas you bump into that learn you as a man, that you establish respect and they never violated. These niggas see you at your soft side, your cuddle side, your tickle side. So as they become men, they challenge your manhood, not really realizing they're challenging your manhood. What's a little different?
And I think you should let them know you can't challenge.
You have to, but
even if you do it once, so you don't have to do it again.
You have to.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't even chastise you.
I remember the last beating that I took from my dad. I was 13. I got arrested for stealing bikes, and he took a broomstick. And by that time, I was only in LA for 2 years. And I remember him hitting me with the broomstick while I was laying in my bed. It was like, it was unexpected. I was just laying there chilling. And he said, I did not bring you to LA for this. And that was the last time. But then there was a time I raised up on him when I was 16. And I was disrespectful. But then I got on my feet and I said, what do you want to do? And my pops.
What if recording high quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple?
He fell back.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he said, he said, I don't want to even go there.
He should have wore you out.
Because that's, you know what?
I don't think it wouldn't have worked.
That's the non-American in your father. That was the non-American wisdom.
All right, we gonna leave it right there, man. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Munchie B. Shout out to Spotterlo. And yeah, man, the stories, man. Forgiving your brother for snitching, man. What would that get you? You see what I'm saying? Because don't never let a snake bite you twice. You see what I'm saying? So, but hey, man, they say it's nothing like a brother's love. I have all mine. Well, no, I got one more, but all my brothers didn't die, but we didn't get down like that. But anyway, y'all drop y'all comments in the comment section. If you're subscribing to the channel, subscribe now. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That's NinaBoy_TV. See y'all in the next video, gang. You know how I'm coming with it. Let's go.